This is Cecilia from Scrapbooking Cecilia. Today we are going to make a project using this gorgeous keepsake kit with exclusive metal dies from the amazing Let It Be paper collection. I am really happy to be able to play one more time with this stunning paper collection. I really love this. First, using the little bit paper, I'm going to remove the information strip that you will find here on the top, and then I am planning to use this side, so I am going to cut at 6.5 in one side and then 10.5. Okay, and you want to save these papers. Now with the 10.5 in the top of your scoring board, we are going to score at 2.5, 7.5, and 10. The 10, you don't want to crease this, just here off, but that's me because I like to use my black Sharpie. I'm going to use my scoring board just to have a nice guide. Now we are going to crease here the 2.5 and the 7.5, and we will try to align in the top and in the bottom. And now here I have my 1/2 inch that I also score in this side, and I am just going to apply some glue here because we want to join these two flaps together, okay, in this way. Next, we are going to put this in this side, and we are just going to fold it in half. In this way, you are sure that it is aligned here and here, okay? In this way, we have two pockets. One is here and the other one is here. I already have two here, and this is the third. I have here another one, so let's repeat the same. I am just adding the glue in the 1/2 inch. Now we just need to decide what's the order, and I am going to start with this, then I'm going to continue with this, and probably here I am going to follow with this, then this one. Just be sure they are not stick here, and this at the very end. Okay. With this paper, Be My Honey, in this beautiful side, I am going to cut strips that measure 1.5 inch and the 12, but I am going to cut this at 4.25, and we are going to need 9 of them. We are going to score all the long side at 3/4 inch. Okay, we still have. Now we just need to fold them here. Okay, you need to decide which is the order of your papers, and I want to put it in this way. So the first thing that I am going to do, I think that I am going to start with the back. So we are going to add this and glue it in this side and glue it in this side. But also I am inking here a little bit in the top. As I am saying, this is my choice. If you don't want to ink them, if you prefer to use a different paper here, it's perfectly fine. Now this is 4 1/4, and this at the end is 5. So we need to try to center this the best we can. I am going to add glue in both sides, and now just put it here. Try to center this the best you can. Oops. There we go. And now just press here and push to the bottom, to the back, to this side, okay, before it dries. Let's continue, and now this is going to be my guide to attach the next one. And here I am just going to make a tiny pencil mark that I can erase later. Okay, now that I have these pieces ready, what I am going to do, yes, I am just checking if I erase all my marks. So now to join, you can see here they are already joined in one piece, okay, in this way. But now we want to join the next one, and I'm going to start with the back. First I am going to add my glue. Yes, this is going to be my last one to put here, and I am going to align it with this one, okay? And in this point, what is important, you can see here the scoring line is here. I am not putting my scoring line inside. This edge needs to be at this side of the scoring line. So my glue is going to be just here. I am not going to get closer to the scoring line because I don't want to see that. Let me see, because here we are going to open in this way or in this way. Okay. This is going to open. Yes, in this way. So I'm going to add, and I am going to align it with this red, okay? And remember, don't put this. You need to put this in one side and be able to do this. And here you can check if this is aligned with this one, okay? And now I am going to add my glue in this side, but I am going to stay away of my scoring line, okay? Because now I just want to align it here, and we just need to press here. Now you can see here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10 pockets, and I am going to make with the paper some picture mats, and when we open we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 pages in this tiny but beautiful album. Okay, I added the pieces of paper that measure 3 and 1/8 by 4 and 3/4, and I decorate this border, this side border, with one of the gorgeous dies. So let me show you. I have 1 on each pocket. This measure 2.5 by 3.5, and I cut for each of the sides. This is going to be in this way. For example, this will be here and this will be here, something like this, and you can put it one in the top, one in the bottom, as you prefer. Okay, I already placed all my cards, and I am going to show you quickly because, as I told you, I used chipboard on the back of each one of the cards, and I just used my ephemera pack to decorate a little bit, and of course the beautiful dies I just cut. Let me show you what I did. I just die cut each one and used a wing of Stella in black just to give it a little shiny touch. So here is 2, another 2, this 2 as well, and this 2. Now we need to make the covers. We are going to need 2 pieces of chipboard that measure 3 3/8 by 5 and 1/8, and I am going to be using this gorgeous card paper on this side. So we just need, as we always do, look that I am leaving a nice border because I want this to be covered almost till this side. So I'm going to do that and I'll come back. Okay, I already covered with this beautiful paper. Now the next, you need to find the center, and I am going to be using a little bit of this double-sided tape because we need to attach the pieces of ribbon that measure about 15 inches, and of course if we need to adjust it, well, we just cut the excess and that's it. So let me see, where is my center? And be careful because this paper has in the background some letters. To be sure that you are adding this one, it's going to be in the front, and the other, it's going to be in the back. I cut 2 pieces of this. Is a 3mm chipboard, but you can stick together 2 or 3 layers of the graphic 45 if you want something more deep, and both measure 2 3/4 by 4 and 5/8, and I cover with this and with this paper. So I'm going to be using this for my back here and just embellish it a little bit. That's enough for me because I want to use this as my back. So now here we are going to attach this Okay, now we are going to work with the cover, and let me tell you what I did here. First, this is a stick already. I'm going to be adding this die cut on the top. This is one of the cut aparts, and I just add some chipboard on the back and remove one piece of this side and this one just to make it fit here. So now let's dry this a little bit. This was ephemera, yes, and I use a little bit of chipboard on the back as well, but I made a huge mistake. I sliced it because I was making these 4 layers pieces, and I just glued them on the back. So now my idea is that I want to add this beautiful handle on the back. Of course, my idea is to use this gorgeous sunflower, but also I want to add a little surprise. So I made this kind of sliding mechanism. You know, this is really popular to make the sliding cards. So I just roughly, let me give you the measurements. This is 1 inch by 2 inches, and I just remove a little bit on the top and in the bottom. I added my plastic, of course, and first what I did is I aligned this on the top, and also I have an extra layer here and here of the same chipboard just to give it some room, and this can slide easily. Okay, and then using my strong double-sided tape, I attach it first this and then with this one in the bottom I attach it. This is one of the ephemera as well as this one. Okay, so I want to add here, and I think that I am going to add a pop of red in the bottom. And now these pieces was made especially to be attached, one in this side and one in this side. And as I told you, here I have 4 layers. Okay, 4 layers of the chipboard, because my idea is to attach, well, let's see if this is already a stick. Let's move on. I want to add it more in the top. Okay, now here I want to be sure it is a stick, especially here, because now I want this, let me put it in this side. When I open it, I want this to be popping up here. Before I attach the sliding, I want to cover here. Okay, I wrap it with some paper, added one this one I forgot the name, and some twine. Okay, now I'm going to attach this, but I want to attach it with this part, open it, because in this way I will know where to add it. And it's important that when we attach it, we have room here, and room here, probably more in the top here, and then this is going to be here in the top. Now I am washing. This is okay. Probably this needs to be more in the bottom. Yes, just to see the surprise there. Okay, so let's start adding glue here and here. Enough, but not too much, because you don't want to alterate the mechanism. Now let's see how this is working. And I think that I want to add an extra layer here. Yes. Okay, before I attach this, I need to be sure this is perfectly stick, because when we attach this on the top, we cannot remove it and add extra layers. The length of this is a little bit more than this, and we need to be sure that we have room here. Okay, okay, this is already finished, and I add some stickers here, one ephemera, some of this die cut of my nails, and on top I added another sticker. And because when I was washing here, I was watching the chipboard that is on the back and I didn't like it. I added this sticker here. This is on the back of this bee, and I add this one as well, and another little bee here. So you can see now we can open and close easily the sliding surprise. And one more time, when we open it, we have, when we open to the left, our mats, and when we come to this side, we have all these spaces ready to attach more pictures. This is it. I hope you like it, and I hope you want to give it a try. Don't forget to tag me and tag Graphic 45. I really enjoy so much watching the projects that you made inspired by what I did. Here we are. Thank you so much, guys, for joining me in this tutorial.